Yeah.
We're going to transition from NBA to the NFL. That's where we're going to bring in our Speaking Facts segment, bro. We haven't done Speaking Facts in a while. And it's like my favorite segment that we do because people be saying some wild things and we get to call them out for it. And this is all about the NFL because of the schedule release that just happened, 2 days ago? So the first one here is Minka Fitzpatrick on facing the Bills in week 1. He tweeted this playoff game week 1. Now, is he speaking facts? And I say that from this standpoint of Minka Fitzpatrick is on the Steelers. The Bills had this crazy good season, AFC Championship game run and everything. They're slated to be a good team. But people are like iffy on the Steelers. They don't know what Steelers team is going to come out this year. Ben Roethlisberger towards the end of last season looked really old. They have this shaky draft. They lose some people. So I put this in there to say, is Minka speaking facts? Is it going to be a playoff type of game, or are the Bills going to dominate in a week 1 victory against the Steelers?
It's facts, but not for the reason he thinks it is. Yeah, every non-division game is going to be a playoff game, buddy. Your division's really, really good this year. You guys aren't making the playoffs. This better be. Yeah, it's going to be a playoff game, all right. You got to win them.
You got 17 playoff games. That's crazy. Kyle, he's speaking facts or no?
He's speaking facts because Steelers week 1 are probably more set up to be in shape because they have vets. They have vets that get older over the season, so that's like the best form of the Steelers, and you have a young Bills team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, playoff vibe week 1. It's football. If you don't come up to play, you're gonna get your ass beat. I hope it's a playoff vibe. And as Jake mentioned, which I'm cracking up about, their division is tough. Every game's a playoff game for the Steelers.
You really can't breathe. That's crazy. I agree with you, Kyle, that the best Steelers team we're going to see is week 1. Is the first snap is the best Steelers team. It goes downhill from there. I don't think Minka's speaking facts. I think this Steelers team is going to struggle. I mean, you're going to have a rookie running back who's going to start in Najee Harris. The Bills have a great defense. So
no O-line.
With no O-line, Ben Roethlisberger is going to be running for his life, trying to run from Ed Oliver and everybody. So, like,
run.
Gimp all over the place, trying to run from people. They're going to be. I mean, it's going to be their defense. If their defense can, hold the Bills to something, but we're going to see.
Always find a way though to at least get to like 10 wins.
They're lucky it's week 1. Yeah. They're lucky it's week 1. Stephen A. again. We cannot have a speaking facts segment without Stephen A. Smith because if
to quote him.
If you're really quiet, you could probably hear him yelling about something from way yonder. But this time, it was about the Washington football team. He said the Washington football team is a perfect landing spot for Aaron Rodgers. We know about the drama going out in Green Bay. You talk about shaky. Washington football team, I heard a lot of teams. WFT was not one of them. Is Stephen A. speaking facts?
This is ideal, yeah. And I hate to say it as an Eagles fan. And I'm kind of scared of the Washington football team. I think they have a top 3 defense in the league. You look at the weapons that they do have. Gibson broke out as a running back. Terry McLaurin's a great wide receiver. J.D. McKissick out of the backfield is a great receiving back.
That's where we need to slow down, okay?
Maybe not McKissick, but
I'm Washington.
I'm just going through the names. But
they give you problems.
Okay, maybe I should have said Logan Thomas is a good receiving tight end. But regardless, I think that's a spot because I don't think Fitzpatrick's going to struggle too much. I think Fitzpatrick's a nice quarterback to plug and play, but if you can find someone like Aaron Rodgers, I get really scared of Washington in a horrible NFC East division. I hate to say it, and I hate to agree with Matt Valavinos because we butt heads a lot. But I think Washington would be by far the favorite in the NFC East, and that is a perfect spot.
By far. And Jake, real quick before you go, why I think Stephen A. is speaking facts because Aaron Rodgers is going to go to a team that's only a quarterback away from making a big-time run. He's not going to a project team. He's going to a team that he can step in right now where they're ready to win right now. For all the reasons that you just named, Kyle, the Washington football team is that.
A quarterback.
A quarterback, that's it. They have great weapons. They have a great defense. They have solid coaching. They are just missing the quarterback. And I feel like Ryan Fitzpatrick is a doorstop, right? He's a placeholder. He's been at his whole career just until we get one. Names like Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. There's a reason why they're flying around the Washington football team. It's because they're just a quarterback away.
I would put them. I think they are top 10 landing spot for him. I would put them probably number 4. And the teams that I have ahead of them, you tell me that these teams aren't better
I know one you're gonna say.
I know what you're
Better
gonna say.
fits to win a championship. You
Go ahead.
have
Go ahead.
the LA Rams with Sean McVay in that defense.
Who
They
just
have all
traded?
the receivers
Who just
there.
traded for a quarterback though? He's made a transaction for. I got it was 1-1, but they made a transaction.
Matt Stafford, and we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they will be better this year with Matt Stafford. Maybe that'll be enough. But just in terms of you put Aaron Rodgers there, he wins.
Yeah, you take Aaron Rodgers when you can.
Right.
Right.
So no, and maybe even above them. I put them number one. Maybe even
Trade
above
Stafford
them.
again.
You could go San Fran for sure. Same exact reason. You have a great offensive mind in your head coach, and you have a super stellar defense. Super stellar defense.
So same principle applies. You get Aaron Rodgers and you get. These are two teams who just made their last big transaction with quarterback moves. San Fran just gave up the house to go draft a quarterback number 3. So why you have to trade for Aaron Rodgers? You can't.
You got to give something up for Aaron Rodgers.
Right, you have to trade something. They just traded everything they got. They just made that transaction.
They got a number 3 overall quarterback.
Jordan
Love doesn't work.
Trade him. I mean,
and then just the last one I'll mention, which I think people are writing out, and maybe for good reason, but Green Bay. Green Bay was one of the top teams in the NFC last year. Like, I get he doesn't like them. They were the number 1 team. They were the number 1 team in the NFL last year. In the
NFC.
NL.
It don't count because they got beat in the NFC Championship game by some fucking dogs who went and won the Super Bowl.
Doesn't count,
but
because he's on the team. That's why it doesn't count as a landing spot. He's already there.
And here's the thing: that toxic ass relationship he's got with the Packers right now. No, we want you to be our quarterback. Go draft a quarterback in the first round. No, we love you. Want you to stay. Never draft a wide receiver or a pass catcher with a first round pick since he's been there. No, Aaron, you're our guy. Not listen to anything he has to say about the direction of the team. Like this toxic ass, I say one thing and do another relationship that he's got with the Packers. It's dumb, man. Like you're way too goated to be treated like that. Way too goated to be like in your face, disrespected, mistreated like that. He got to go. Green Bay is not a good landing spot for him anymore.
In terms of what you said, Jake, that's where I was going to shift the argument if you disagreed. Like, what are the other teams? I still think Washington is more ideal than all of those except for the Rams. You could be right about the Rams. That's they're more set up than Washington is. But the problem is Washington has a cake division that you put Aaron Rodgers on, you're instantly getting a playoff spot.
Correct. And Washington also is just like, so they're one top 10 quarterback season away from being real contenders. So
yeah, which
it's good. He's speaking facts. I'll give it to him. He's speaking facts.
Y'all, I'm stressed out. I just read the next speaking facts in the script. This man
could not put this one in.
This man, Skip Bayless. Is he for real? Skip Bayless said, I am picking Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns to win the AFC and lose to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
No, yeah, you're cursed now. You're done now.
Dog. The Browns had a great season last year. Baker silenced a lot of people, even won a playoff game. And I'm super happy. They're a feel-good story. They're a good football team. That's all that they are. They're a good football team. They're not a Super Bowl contender run through a rugged AFC conference right now. I absolutely don't see it.
The Chiefs are at the point now. They're so great that like it's gotten to the point where like
Warriors level.
Right. Where I'm now like, oh, well, like it's going to be this. Let me be contrarian. I'm going to say it's some other team because that'll get the reaction. It is the Chiefs. The Chiefs addressed the one thing that hampered them in the Super Bowl. They have a solid offensive line now. So to say it's anyone other than the Chiefs is just to be hot takey, just to be, in my opinion, just to be like contrarian.
That's all Undisputed has become. That's all Skip Bayless has become.
Right.
And going off of that, which is funny, is so you think, okay, you pick the contrarian team, right? You don't pick the Chiefs. Let's pick someone else. Well, why not pick the Bills? Why not pick the Titans? Why not pick the Ravens? Why not pick, XYZ? Maybe the Browns come in at like 5th, right?
The Colts. Like pick
the Colts. I mean? Yeah. I mean, well, Wentz still has to prove something, but I think the Colts talk will start fairly early if Wentz looks good.
Right, 4, 5,
but I don't
6.
think anyone wants I don't think anyone wants to talk about the Colts yet.
Right.
Shit. Why not pick the Steelers just to be like fun about it? But the Browns, I don't know. I think the Browns are at the point now where they're like, in between, like in terms of the NFC, like Vikings Saints territory. Like, oh, they're gonna make the playoffs, but are they really gonna do it? And I
Right.
think that's where they look at in like the AFC version of those teams is the Browns. And I like the Browns. It took us a couple weeks. I remember when Jake wasn't back with us yet. James was trying to get us every week, me and Matt, and I
Bro,
flipped,
they was hating.
and then
Jake and
Matt
me.
finally flipped after they beat the Steelers in the playoffs. But
Which don't
I think,
count. Which
yeah, it
don't
doesn't
count.
count. And then he was wrong because that's when they lost. But no, I think they're a good team. But no, Skip Bayless is drawing another headline, and I didn't watch Undisputed because I don't.
Mhm.
But it's probably not even the worst thing you said that day.
No. That's probably because this isn't. It's wrong. It's not crazy out of left field, far out. Like if the Browns did make a Super Bowl, would I be shocked? Yeah. Would I be like, holy shit, didn't see this coming? No, because they were a really good team last year. But so
Yeah.
in terms of hot takes, it was probably one of the more mild things he said on the episode. If I would put my money onto that. But I think that's all we got for speaking facts. So it's countdown time, right?